Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the American Revolutionary mod. Last time around we tried to take out the Iroquois, didn't go too well. They ambushed us in the night and the army was almost destroyed. General killed, and one general was wounded, or he was killed, but somehow he managed to survive. Since then I've gone ahead and end turn, and the damaged army is retreating back to Niagara and has then switched place with Washington, which should make it within one turn. And this time around, since these guys have lost tons of men, just as we did, I think it's a pretty done deal that we will be victorious this time around. I probably made some moves here and there. Some extra troops have been recruited, cannons and stuff, moving around. I can't exactly remember everything. And yes, I draw together a bunch of forces down here with extra troops coming up from Georgia and Charleston, Carolina. So now we have a pretty sizable army under Nathaniel Greene. So hopefully, if we get it to work, that is, we will be able to take these provinces at this point. However, the problem at this time is the fact that the Cherokee have once again drawn together a rather large army, and they are within distance to actually attack Williamsburg, Virginia once more. I've drawn as many troops as I can to this region, so I've basically emptied all the close by provinces. So we took actually the garrisoned unit from Charleston, we took garrisoned unit from Maryland, from Philadelphia. Everyone within marching distance have marched to aid of Williamsburg, and this is what we've rallied. So 3 units of Continental Infantry, 2 units of kind of light infantry. We've got Pennsylvania Rifles, 3rd Pennsylvania Regiment, Nelson Virginia Corps State Cavalry Dragoons. I'll put the general in there. Hopefully that will be enough. Looking at it, there's no other moves, there's no other battles to be done, so that is what we're doing. Yes, there's nothing else I need to tell you guys. So with that, let's go ahead and end turn. And let's see what the enemy does. So now it goes over to Cherokee Nation. They move halfway. So they don't move all the way, but they're definitely moving towards Williamsburg. So they got about halfway there. I have, due to that, been able to rally more troops by nearby provinces. So in Maryland, we've got Maryland Independent Companies. So we got those 2 coming in. We've got the American Long Riflemen moving down from Pennsylvania. So all those 4 units. So now we actually have a sizable force under the command of whatever that general was called. And we can... Congressional Militia, no. We're not going to drag collect Congressional Militia. I've actually recruited tons of troops. Mostly up, I guess, in New York. No buildings constructed. And Madame Guillotine. So that maybe that's why we only have so many, those 6 French units. The rest are being chopped into pieces. The British force is stationed there. What I'm planning to do is I bring in this reinforcement, a lot of cannon. We'll join up with these, which already are replenished. So with these veterans of fighting the Indians, and then we'll have them march up through here, get rid of the British, and then we can do our final assault. What did I have recruited here? There's some units we haven't recruited. I wanted to recruit like the Delaware Regiment, but they're not that good. They have an accuracy of 30. And then the Connecticut Governor's Foot Guard. They kind of look like British Grenadiers, so I've been hesitant to actually get them. But we do have a few units being recruited here. Not that that is too important though. What is important is we're just gonna get Culper's Minutemen there to add up as a boost. So I have a few options here. Attacking here with Nathaniel Green. Attacking here with Stuart Buttersworth in his force and preemptively attack the natives before they actually reach Williamsburg. Third option is George Washington taking on the Algonquin. No, it's not Algonquin, the Iroquois. And I actually think, to keep with the continuity of the last one, I think this is probably the best one. Even though they suffered heavily at our previous attack, they still outnumber us. So I think that is actually the one we're gonna do. Once these guys are dragged together, we can attack there. What have I recruited here? Congressional militia and some cavalry to protect. Good. Right, so I think we'd do that one. But then we have... This one is probably the one I'll do last, because this one has been crashing. So we can do this one in the next video. So right now it's Washington's turn to move in and avenge whatever that general was called. It's something Cock. Alcock. Reuben Alcock. No. Something. What was he called? Something like that.
Sorry, sir.
I can't even remember him. Anyways, we do remember George Washington, and he's gonna bring down these natives once and for all. So without further ado, as I always say, let's go ahead and attack. I've had some luck and I've had some bad luck. So first time I tried to do this battle, it turned out to be a night battle. Luckily for me, that crashed pretty quickly, and second battle was a day battle with the same weather as we're looking at right now. Unfortunately, that one crashed just as there was only one regiment of natives left to defeat. So for this third one, I have actually moved the line forward with cannon and infantry rather than having them back here, and we're gonna see if we cannot storm through this. It's a pretty standard formation. One thing that I didn't like was one of the first things that happened in the previous battle is I managed to get a cannonball to tear this down, and I didn't actually aim for it. It just so happens that an enemy unit was situated there. All the cannons were the cannonballs were flying towards him, and they managed to knock down the totem pole. So I wasn't too happy when that version of events crashed. I'm gonna move both dragoons over to this side. Oh, looks like I was a little bit too bold this time around, and my native contingent was kinda slaughtered there. I don't like the fact that native cavalry is coming so close, or that they are so close all over here. And I don't like that all the cannons are looking at this one when they should be looking over here instead. There we go, loads of canister being propelled over towards the enemy. We're gonna swing these guys a little bit around towards the tree there. These guys know what's up. They even take a few steps forward. I know that at this point I don't want to redo the battle. We lost a lot of our native contingent, but that way of Washington has lost quite a lot of them throughout these battles. Right, we don't have the range anymore. We'll switch to round shot. And I do think we need to kinda save our native contingent. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move them like so. These guys have a free field of fire, so they will fire. We'll wait for these guys to get into the flank before ordering them to fire at will. They kind of fired more on the move than I thought these guys were gonna do. I guess it might be the light dragoon bit that allows them to do that. We've got a massive amount of infantry coming across the field. Hold fire, switch to canister. Ooh, I'm not gonna allow you to retreat intact. And with the flank kinda secure here, I'm kinda gonna wheel you up like that. And now the cavalry is gonna run down all of these. And these guys were slaughtered by canister, being pushed back. Luckily that I noted that. A warrior society charging in the flank. And my dragoons, last battle, my dragoons were actually the ones being slaughtered. It's a lot cheaper to replace native contingent units out of the native contingent rather than units out of the dragoons. And so far I haven't lost a single dragoon. Let's see, would just one flank or 1/4 of the regiment be able to take these guys out? Let's see, maybe this side can fire now. Or is that not how it works? You could just take a quick look over there. Let's retreat the dragoons. We don't have to push them that much further in. A major part of the enemy force has been defeated and we're not in 5 minutes into the battle. I will get the regular regiments to come all the way up to this point here. There's some impassable terrain right here. We'll place them like so. And hopefully we'll flush out whatever is hiding in the forest there. Right, these guys were defeated and are now retreating. I'll just make sure that they do not come back whatsoever. And then we're going to take these 4 and we're going to line them up on the flank with the cavalry pulled back, probably reloaded. We're gonna have them swing around towards here. Is that enemy general? Yes. I'm gonna tell them to fire at will, and it might be that they want to shoot down the enemy general. We're gonna put this one, the 5th one, at a slight angle in the back to protect, just in case. I don't think the warrior society is gonna come back. I definitely want to tear down this thing. I want all cannons focusing in on this hideous monstrosity of heathen worship. We're gonna have, since they seem to have moved on beyond this forest, we're gonna move into the open here, which is gonna make it a lot easier for us to actually shoot down the enemy. Same with moving over here. I'm hoping we're actually gonna be able to hit this thing. Because it was so cool that it just, like, the first cannon shot in that battle kind of just took this thing out. First thing we did. Okay, we're moving a bit too close to the enemy. And kind of as per usual, the natives have kind of this... Oh, there he went. Now we cut it down. Unfortunately, we missed the actual cutting of the tree. I think we're going to push in the 5th one as well. So what we're going to do, looking at how the enemy troops are coming at us, we're going to do it like so. Damn, I'm going to push these guys back a little bit. I didn't realize that they had so many troops left. it comes to volleys. This one is already retreating. The medicine men. These guys. Kind of hesitant, don't know where they're supposed to go. Which means that they're gonna be come on the fire of all these three. The enemy, however, is coming very close over here. Dragoons will fire. And then charge. Right, we're volleying here, getting rid of all of them. We're volleying over here, getting rid of them. Cannon can focus in on the bowmen. The medicine men are trying to flank. Attack the ones that are still standing. Let's see if we can sweep around with the cavalry like so. And then both focus in on this larger unit. Ooh, they're coming in from their flank. We're gonna form square to protect ourselves. Let's see, cavalry actually suffered quite a bit of casualties due to those maneuvers. It's enough, however, for the infantry to get a second round of volleys down upon the enemy. We've got the center retreating. Now we're gonna charge back in here. What I need to do here is just reposition myself. So that we hopefully can deal with this one. Artillery, focusing on this. Cavalry, go for that one. And it looks like we're about to win any second now. Let's see, hopefully these guys will be ready to fire their volley, yep. And send away the medicine men. Similar thing happening over there. Artillery will hold fire. The enemy that's still left is the medicine men that have managed to contact with our troops over there. I don't think they're gonna come back. Gonna put the Minutemen in order. Here we need to figure something out. I'm putting these two here, so it could be that what we do is something like this. With these guys ready to fire. Ooh, those guys ran straight into it. And only the chief. Come on, someone can shoot him. We're gonna retreat forward. These two are gonna move into square. And now these guys are volleying. Kinda shooting their own as well. To the point where they retreated. That should be it. Yes! There we go. Finally, the battle is over. It's always so annoying when it crashes because it takes the momentum out of the commentary. And it's so annoying doing the same thing over and over again. Especially when it's the same battle and you have to do 3 times. And also, each time it becomes a little bit different, so it's not like that genuine first experience of battle. Anyways, we lost 400 men, which is not that bad. And the enemy lost everything. the kills are going to be skewed a lot because of how I previously explained. Lots of chevrons gained though, that's good. And nation destroyed. The Iroquois Confederacy is no more. And the Michigan Territory is now under our control. Gonna go ahead and burn down all the native structures and rebuild it as we see fit. And yes, I think that will be that for this episode, because I'm not entirely sure how much time I spent. Next one's gonna be this one, I'm pretty sure, because I mean, if I end turn, the enemy is gonna attack, and so it's probably better for me to actually move out of town rather than risk getting entirely destroyed. So I have something to retreat back to. And then we'll see if I can figure out something here without getting the battle to crash. But there we have that. So, with that said, I hope you guys enjoy this one, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye.